Hey y'all, excuse the clicking sound. I am currently parked on the side of a country road because I wanted to talk to y'all about what's been going on. A little frustration. What's new? But for real, y'all. So from a couple of my past vlogs, if you had watched those, know that I'd been experiencing some like pokey, dull, achy pain like here and up here in my shoulder, and then sometimes even on the other side. So describing, all of this pain to our nurse practitioner, she decided to have me do an EKG. And so I had done that at their clinic, and mind you, I was feeling really anxious, so like having a lot of anxiety, so that could have been what was going on. But anyhow, I started to have that pain again in that same spot, but it wasn't real bad, but it was just enough to kind of notice. And so when they started doing it, the girl, she was like, okay, now you can breathe normal. And I'm just like, I'm trying to like breathe normal and stuff, and she just kept going, like I was off. Anyways, long story short, the EKG was like abnormal, but I don't know if that was due to stress. I don't know if that probably was something that contribute to that. But they went ahead and told me to go get a chest x-ray. So y'all know that chest x-rays are not cheap. So I went into the hospital right beside our clinic to have my chest x-ray. But first, of course, you need to sign in and all that stuff. Well, the lady who was signing me in had actually called the clinic next door just to sort of confirm some things, and they never communicated anything with her, telling them that they changed their mind, maybe maybe not having a chest x-ray right away. And they did not communicate that with her. And then literally just minutes later, I go into the waiting room to wait to get my x-ray. And of course, like, I have no service at that point, but literally just like a few minutes later, after I got all set up and checked in and all that stuff, they called me back. And so I got my x-rays done, and I kind of informed the guy doing it, just some things that I've been experiencing and how I've been on metformin, and I've also been diagnosed with GERD, and so, like, and I also have anxiety sometimes and things like that. But so I was just kind of letting him know all these other things. But in a sense, I am not I'm not regretful that I had the x-ray done, because I'm using wisdom, because these pains are concerning to me enough to want to rule out anything. But also, heart disease is like huge on my dad's side of the family. My mom has a benign heart murmur, that sometimes her heart will race, and sometimes she'll get some pains like that. So I don't know. let's see, earlier, okay, I think maybe summer of last year, I think, I had experienced some, at first it never occurred to me, like the thought never occurred to me of it could like be a heart attack, like God forbid, but it was excruciating. It was so painful, you know, it was hard to breathe. You know, my chest hurt around this area. It was the same pokey pains. It was like my arm and back here and the back and on the other side of my chest. But it was also down here. And so I wasn't sure if it was, you know, exactly what it was, but it didn't occur to me till later when I decided to go to the clinic and, you know, tell them all about this. And then they ended up diagnosing me with GERD. And then, of course, later on I made further appointments every so often for the same thing, but very, very mild, but it's still mostly in that same area. And so then that's when they decided to start, you know, doing all the things that they could try and rule anything out, which I think is wise, and I am actually kind of grateful, you know, that I have had this done anyways. My husband actually called me, I'm sorry, not called me, he texted me just a little bit ago on my way home and was saying that, you know, call the ladies at the clinic ASAP. I guess they had told him that that they didn't think that I'd have to have a chest x-ray like right away, that you know, they could just do a monitor. I think it's like 24 to 48 hours or something like that. It's just like a little monitor thing that they like stick to your heart, and then it like, you can just like clip it to your pants or whatever. So anyway, so I just left, of course, leaving. I've already got my chest x-ray. So what I'm thinking could have happened is when I didn't have any service, that maybe the nurses tried to call my phone or something and I didn't get it. So that's possible. But anyhow, so leaving and then having my husband text me that, and then calling them back, and they're like, oh, you don't have to have it done yet. And I'm thinking, like, no offense, but like, you guys literally just got off the phone with the lady at the desk who, you know, was sending me in to have my x-ray done. So, you know, all that to say, y'all, we are super, super wise with our money. We live, you know, and we make it, and, you know, we still enjoy some of the fruits that we make, you know, fruit money. But we're very wise, and we've paid off so much debt. We have an emergency fund saved up. You know, every penny has a name to us. So, we're set, we're fine, we're okay. But y'all, x-rays are not cheap. Just deciding where exactly those monies are going to come out of. They do take our insurance, but it's still quite a bit that we have to pay. My husband just got on first shifts. Thank you, Jesus. It's actually wonderful in the sense that he's been able to go back to school with taking online classes. He can spend more time with us. His, you know, bedtime routine is a lot better. And so there's just so many positives to Billy having been given the chance to go on to first. We are so thankful. Like, it is totally a God thing. So, but with him going on first, like, he's had a pretty good pay cut, like a pretty nasty pay cut, which, like I said, we're fine, it still works, we're good, but with taking that into consideration, if you are having health issues or things that are really bothering you, that are worrying you, that concern you, I say go get it checked. You know, really keep your eye on it. Keep note, keep record, keep a journal. Reach out to the clinic. If you have any, if you work somewhere that has a free clinic, you know, with that work, you know, go there as much as you can and try to see, you know, what they can do, as much as they can do, for a lot less money and or free. So, because, you know, none of this stuff is cheap. But just wanted to come on and tell you that I'm actually on my way to pick up my little girl, yep, that's it. Just kind of a rant. Thanks for listening. I know this isn't really a fun video, but lately this is just kind of what it's been and what's been going on, and I feel like it's important, and also it's kind of therapeutic to myself, of course, being able to share this with you guys. So hopefully everything is fine or not serious, but we will see. You guys have a great, wonderful rest of your day. If you are on your TTC journey, or you're trying to grow your family, or you just enjoy watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button, and I would love for you to stay tuned. Have a blessed day, everyone.